Hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope you're doing awesome. Today I want to talk to you about the books that I want to read in 2017. More specifically, the top 10 books that I want to read in 2017. I plan to read a lot more than 10 books, but these are the books that I better read. And if I don't read them in 2017, Erika, if you're watching this, future Erika, we're gonna have issues, okay? Like, it's not cool. Without further ado, let's talk about the books. You're going to see a trend here. Probably. I like what I like, leave me alone. Cup of Gold by John Steinbeck. I need to read everything by Steinbeck and then reread everything by Steinbeck and then reread everything again. And that's what I'm going to do. Cup of Gold is Steinbeck's first published novel. This is a historical fiction account on Henry Morgan's life. Henry Morgan was a pirate. Steinbeck's first book was about a pirate. Just let that sink in. I haven't heard the best things about this, but I don't care because he wrote about a pirate. I'm done. Next up we have the Norton Book of the Sea, edited by John O'Coot. I probably butchered that, I apologize. I have not hauled this yet because this was gifted to me a couple weeks ago by Sharkbait. She sent me another package because she has a heart. I thought her heart was black, but she has feelings and emotions. And she sent me this as well as a bunch of other Steinbeck books in editions that I did not have before, and I freaked out and I was so happy. So this is a book about the sea. That's what it is. And if you haven't subscribed to the Rejected Manuscript Monse, go subscribe to her. And while you're at it, tell her to film more videos because she doesn't upload ever and she sucks. Dracula by Bram Stoker. This is a book that I'm surprised I've never read this. I picked this up recently just so that the Drunken Library would be happy with me, and Sam, if you're watching, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this soon. I'm probably going to bug Sue and force her to buddy read this with me. So Sue, let's read this soon-ish. I don't know, sometime in 2017. Buddy read, that'll be fun. Anyway, Dracula. Everyone knows what Dracula is about, right? You know, the vampire, the king vampire, the vampire, you know. The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. I read The Old Man and the Sea and the complete short story collection this year, and so I was, you know, thrift shopping as I do, and I saw this there and figured, well, you need to read more by Hemingway because that's just what you have to do, because that's just the way things go. So I decided to pick this up, and I like this cover, and I don't know anything about this. This book doesn't have a synopsis, this book doesn't tell me anything, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll just read it and it'll be great, maybe. I don't know. So I've had this thing for the last couple of years where I have to at least read one Stephen King book a year. At least one. Stephen King is just entertaining in his storytelling, and while he's not my favorite author by any means, I've just enjoyed his books, and I think I will continue to enjoy his book. So for 2017, I would like to read 11/22/63. This book is another monster. Of course it would be a monster. Stephen King seems to only write monsters. That's fine. How many pages? Let's see. 849 pages. That might as well be 1,000 pages because that's what Under the Dome was, and that was something. This book does sound really interesting though because it's about the Kennedy assassination and how someone is sent on a mission to stop that. Time travel or portals are a thing in here, and I don't know anything besides that. I don't really want to know anything more. I want to read this and then I would love to watch the miniseries after, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas. This is a book that I have been wanting to read forever because I love all of the movie adaptations and TV show adaptations. I got really into the BBC TV show adaptation that came out a while ago, and that show just had me hooked for the longest time. And if I'm being honest, I just love D'Artagnan, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read The Three Musketeers. This book is really long. That's something. That'll take some time, but it's fine. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. This book I have to read because I keep saying I want to read more Jules Verne, but I have yet to read more Jules Verne considering I've only read A Journey to the Center of the Earth. So this book must be read in 2017 so that I could read more. And this edition of this book, I've showed it off a lot. It's gorgeous. There are beautiful illustrations inside. Just, it's so pretty. I also have English Passengers by Matthew Neal. I don't actually know too much about this story. The story itself, the summary at least in here, is a bit complicated and really complex. There's a giant group of characters within this and a lot is going on, and I don't really want to be here forever talking about it, but this was recommended to me from a fellow booktuber in a comment forever ago. This just seems like a book that I would really enjoy, and so hopefully sometime in the beginning of maybe February, end of January, I'll get to this. The Perfect Storm by Sebastian Junger. I wanted to throw a nonfiction book within this list of books I need to read, and so I decided on this one because this is the nonfiction book on my unread shelf that honestly I'm the most interested in at the moment. I mean, I'm interested in everything and want to read it all, but this one, I want to get to this one first. And the last book that I need to read in 2017, and if I don't read this book, then I'm going to be so mad at myself because this is the book that when I look at my shelf, it's the one book that's calling my name. That book is The Pirate Captain by Carrie Lynn. This is about, okay. I am Nathaniel Blackthorne, the Pirate Captain. Please, reserve your views regarding me fame and conquest for another time. During the year of our Lord 1753, I was sailing the West Indies, minding the oars in the own boat, pursuing me sole purpose in life, to disrupt the unholy alliance of two corrupt men, to destroy their lives as they destroyed mine. In that pursuit, I mistakenly kidnapped Catherine Mackenzie. Wrong person, easy mistake, you understand. And me life went arsey-turvy. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Wow, that book sounds beautiful and amazing and great and amazing and beautiful and great. I agree with you. Completely, wholeheartedly, 100%. And those are the 10 books that I must read in 2017. And if I don't do it, you can yell at me and other stuff. I don't know. I don't know. And that's about it for this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye.